Hey. What's going on, everybody? Hold on, I gotta turn this down. Duramboros. I'm open for Logia Cruz. But I would take Duramboros, Gravios, Logia Cruz, Gormagala. Just about anybody. What's going on? Hey! So I don't have a live audience on screen right now. I kind of had to hobble this together at the last second, so sorry about that. Let me know if everything sounds good. What's up, Jansen? Spicy. Ditto M, HPR, and Super Nintendad. Good. Oh, you just started playing Rise? Nice. What's up, Becca? I'm just praying my stream holds out, so send me good vibes, please. It is just me. I am the one and only sole Monster Hunter fan at Good Vibes Gaming. Yeah, Monster Hunter Rise is up for trial right now, so if you haven't played it, or maybe it was only for the weekend. I could be wrong. Regardless, it's not very expensive. It goes on sale all the time. Bum, 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 bum. Thank you, Monster Hunter community. Oh, I should have asked Brandon. I didn't even consider that. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate Switch port? That would be flippin' amazing, but I don't think that's happening. New Amiibo? I wonder if we'll get new Amiibo. Poor Brandon Bovia. I can't... I feel bad now. You're scared and hyped for Rise? It is occasionally just Brandon. That's true. They confirmed new Amiibo for Malzahno. Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, that's awesome, because Malzahno is cool. Yeah, this is definitely like one of my most anticipated of the year so far. How many castles will we see in this? At least one. Actually, no, two, based on what I'm seeing in the background here. Will we get Astalos, Gameth, Tetsukabra, Zamtrios? I could see us getting Zamtrios. Astalos and Gameth, maybe? Tetsukabra would make sense to come back. I think we'll see Monster Hunter 4 monsters. Though don't they have like a tendency to skip a generation? So I guess they could also not come back until Monster Hunter 6. Oh, physical bundle with Sunbreak? That's probably gonna happen. I mean, they did that with Iceborne. Happy Logia Cruise Day, people. If there's no Logia Cruise, I will cry. Odogaron? It's weird that Odogaron wasn't in the game already. Is it better to start off with Rise or World? I think both are equally good places to start. Rise, I think, is... Rise is probably the easier of the two games. World currently has more content. Obviously, that's going to change when Sunbreak comes out. I would say just pick the one that appeals to you more. They're both pretty good. Yeah, it'd be cool if Apex has got unique equipment. Jaden, this event is showing off Sunbreak, the DLC, yeah. Which, if you've never experienced a Monster Hunter DLC or an expansion, it is literally just a brand new game, usually. Yeah, the Monster Hunter community is usually pretty welcoming and warm because we're so small. We're kind of similar to the Final Fantasy XIV community in that way. So if you're new here, make sure to reach out to the community. We're mostly nice people. It's hard to go back to World after the movement of Rise. Yeah, I definitely hear that. That said, I think the whole Wirebug thing is something that we're not going to get again. Like, it's going to be in this game, obviously. It's going to be in Sunbreak. But I have a hard time thinking it'll be back in any future games. What's up, Vash? Whew. Why'd they have to do this so early? I love Wirebug. I have a hard time seeing it return. You're not sure how to pronounce Malzahno? It's Malzahno. Malzahno? I think it's Malzahno. Return to 4 Ultimate mechanics? I mean, they didn't really leave, to be honest. You'll watch a walkthrough for Monster Hunter Rise? I mean, there's some good YouTube channels out there for, like, beginner's guides, tutorials. Don't get used to this layout. I'm only doing it because I'm the only one here. Do you think they could do a spectacle fight like the Morans or Dalmadur? I guess they haven't done one in this game. Kulve Taroth and World, I guess you could consider. Zora Magdaros. Yeah, we don't have anything like that. I wonder if, God, what is that game type called? The tower defense mode. I'm forgetting what it's called. That I think is its stand-in right now. There's technically a spectacle fight at the end of high rank. Yes, Rampage. Thank you. There's technically a spectacle fight at the end of high rank. Kinda. I consider any fight that has ballista in it a spectacle fight. Dalmadur with Rise mechanics would make that fight a lot more fun. Will Ceregios make a return? Like I said, I feel like flagships have a tendency to skip a generation. And this is still a Gen 5 game. So, I don't know. Same with Gormagala. That said, Gormagala would fit really nicely into the whole European kind of gothic setting. Thoughts on potential price for this expansion? $30 or $40. Is Palamute here to stay? Probably not, since it's so tied into the game's overall aesthetic. Yeah, 30 or 40 is where I'm landing. Which is a heck of a deal. Like, don't let that price turn you away, because you're likely getting more content than was already in the base game. And I assume they'll release a complete package for $60, because I believe they did that with Iceborne. You think the next game will be Series X and PS5? If the NVIDIA GeForce leak is anything to go by, Monster Hunter 6 is coming out next year and probably on those consoles. A new animal with the same abilities? Maybe. I mean, we had Palicos for so long, and Palamutes, that took a long time for them to introduce, so I don't know. Let me catch a monster like Pokemon? Play Monster Hunter Stories! That's what that game is. Oh my goodness, is Deviljho not in Rise? Did I just delete that from my brain? Because if Deviljho isn't in the game... Oh yeah, because it's Rajang. Yeah, Deviljho's got to come back. They can't just leave Deviljho out. Deviljho's been in every game since 3. You doubt it will be next year, 2024? Uh, yeah, I mean, that's probably more likely, but definitely going to be next. Celtis Queen is one of my favorite monsters of all time, so I'd be really happy if that came back. It has one of my favorite armor sets, because it essentially turns you into a Gundam. Riot of no Gravios? There has to be Gravios. We have Basarios in the game already. Plesioth, and Zamtrios. You think Wirebug and Palamute will stay? It'll be much prettier, much more intricate AI with more dense maps like World. That would be really cool. Like, if it comes back, I certainly wouldn't be opposed. Kezu 2. Kezu 2nd Edition. Agnactor. Yes, we do have a Rocktors in the game, so Agnactor's got to come. Which is why I think Lagia Cruz is going to be back. I'm really, really hoping for Lagia in this game. I'll be really sad. We have Jagras and Zamites, but no great Jagras and Zam trios. I know! It's weird. Devil Joe is going to be added without being announced like Basil Goose. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Welcome to the Lagia Cruz Supremacy. I'm its leader, Brandon. Great channel I'd like to recommend to you guys. Super Rad Lemon does a lot of great Monster Hunter retrospectives. He is also captain of the Lagia Cruz militia. So if Lagia Cruz gets in the game, make sure to go thank him. Tell him I sent you. Kurapeko Supremacy. If it's Lagia, I'd rather have Ivory. I think if Lagia Cruz comes back, just the original version, they're probably just going to change it a lot, since we don't have underwater fights anymore. Dust. Finally, someone's asking the real questions. Where the heck is Great Jaggy? I think underwater hunting will come back when they figure it out. I'm one of the few people that thinks that the team is going to really try and make that work. Gobel on land and it just dies. I want Nibble Snarf back. Let me put barrel bombs on the field, have it eat it, and fish it out. It's such a weird mechanic, but I love it. Yeah, Elements, Monster Hunter is a difficult game to get into for the first time. You really just need to find a community or perhaps friends who have played the series before. That's the best way to get into it. It's just to have someone there kind of holding your hand, explaining the things that the game doesn't. Because Monster Hunter is notorious for not telling you really anything. They've been getting better about that, but they still don't really explain the core loop of Monster Hunter. They never do. So you just need someone there helping you along. Separate slime and blast ailments for weapons. I mean, I guess what would they turn slime into if it was just by itself? Oh my goodness, 1 minute away. Alright. Y'all ready? How long is the game trial, Ditto? Molten Tigrex. Well, this is probably going to be Master Rank or G Rank. That'll be different to you depending on when you got introduced to the series. I think Slime also having the ability to, like, drag on the ground and leave spots could be kind of neat. It'd be very different for an ailment. But would be cool potential. Until Friday at 2. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alcohol reference. Are we going to see the new hub right away? Hello, lady. It's Malzahno. Oh, I forgot about this guy. I don't remember his name, though. I'll try and turn it up once we know what the actual volume is. Let me adjust the taskbar. Because it's actually in my way. Hi, Tsujimoto-san.
Today, we will be bringing you the latest information on Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Alright, I turned it up a little bit. Just let me know.
Monster Hunter Rise, which is scheduled to be released in summer 2022.
I hope that means June.
We have plenty of new updates to share with you, so make sure you keep watching until the end.
That means a monster reveal at the last
With that,
trailer.
let's kick things off with a look at a new trailer for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Logia Cruise. Come on. Bring it. Oh, they're using the Switch logo. That's interesting. What's that? Whoa, who are you? He's got a monkey face. Oh my god, I love this thing. It's, oh my god, he uses his fists. We don't get a lot of monsters that do that. Rocky Dios, anybody? Yeah, he's like King Kong. Oh, new hub. I'm getting Astera vibes from this. Oh, is the Gathering Hub just in the open? Please.
I present the hunter from Komura.
That's me.
Humble greetings.
All right, everyone.
Please don't. Here,
I love the new characters. Oh, yeah. So this is our new hunting zone. Oh, my goodness. New version of the opening theme? What? Oh, I thought that was an ogre for a second. I was like, hello. Okay, we're getting some subspecies.
This is gonna be good.
What was that? That's cool.
Here we go.
Have a taste of this.
Some new special moves. Oh, this is exciting. I'm getting those tinglies.
Something odious.
Oh, those new moves look so cool. The Wirebug drag is so good. Monster hunting in the lands between. Sure feels that way, doesn't it? Mounted bowgun on our paladins. Astalos? Who in chat called that? June 30th. I called that. Someone in chat called Astalos. Who was it?
As you could see at the end of the trailer, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is scheduled for a global release on June 30, 2022.
Yes. Yes.
Today, we'll tell you more about game info and pre-order details, so we hope you enjoy the show.
There's still a chance for Logia Cruise, chat.
Now,
Don't worry.
let's look at what this game has to offer, including what you saw in the trailer just now.
Show me them new moves. The latest info on Monster Hunter Rise.
Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is the massive expansion to Monster Hunter Rise.
Heck yeah.
It's filled with new content that builds on the base game, such as a new story starting at a new base, new locales, monsters, gameplay
Plural
mechanics,
locales,
and
chat.
a new hunter rank called the Master Rank.
Alright, so they're keeping the name Master Rank.
Now let's take a look at some of the new elements of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
We went from
starting with
Grank
an all-new
to
locale.
rank.
The Citadel
This really
features
just
various
looks like Elden
environments
Ring.
ranging from lush forests to
This is
icy
one of the
mountains.
churches in Elden Ring.
Each teeming with never-before-seen endemic life. At the center lies
Morph
an old
to wire
fortress, long abandoned to nature. The remnants of a once prosperous civilization now serve as a bastion for dangerous monsters.
I love the castle. Just that whole theme. It's like one of my favorite previous kind of design choices. Garengal?
In the surrounding woodland area resides the mighty fanged beast Garengal.
Garengal. I love him. He's so cool.
This behemoth may seem docile at first, but it won't hesitate to attack with its huge body.
He's just the absolute
Once
unit.
enraged, its left arm is covered in moss, and its right arm in magma, allowing it to attack with both fire and water elements to make it nearly unstoppable.
That's cool. It's gonna have multi-element dual blades, isn't it? Lunagaron?
Next up, we have the fanged wyvern Lunagaron.
Lunagaron.
This monster can cover its body in ice to act as body armor. When enraged, Lunagaron reveals its true form, standing on hind legs and thrashing its claws with deadly precision. It's rumored that there's nothing that its claws cannot shred to pieces.
Does it do bleed? Bleed damage?
What's more, a new subspecies of the mischievous Bishaten has been discovered.
It throws magma rocks instead of fruit?
Be careful though, instead of throwing persimmons,
Oh,
this Bishaten throws
pine
exploding
cones.
pine cones.
I use charged blade, hammer, bow. I play every weapon, but those are the three I play the most.
And last but not least, the powerhouse Astalos makes a return appearance.
Is it gonna get a new subspecies? I mean, it already has one.
This flying wyvern can generate electricity, which it stores in its horn, wings, and tail. When all parts are fully charged, the power of its attacks becomes truly devastating.
My first love was hammer, and it will always be. Mischievous?
Following the events of the rampage at Kimura, which saw our hunter and companion successfully defend the village against the imminent onslaught
The
of
rampage
monster
needs some
hordes,
work.
peace had
Can we do
finally
some
been
updates
restored.
to that?
Some devastating casualties.
Or so we thought.
Our hunter's about to face the biggest.
The Sunbreak arc begins
They
with
just
the
cut
sudden
him off.
appearance of the ferocious
Magnum
Lunagaron at the
Malvo.
shrine ruins. There we are confronted by Dame Fearain, a knight from a distant
Dame
kingdom.
Fearain.
You're in good hands.
She had a full name. We don't get that
She seeks
usually.
aid in the investigation of a terrible threat that faces her homeland. Thus, our hunter sets out for the Elgato outpost.
Elgato
Having saved
outpost.
Kimura village from the calamity, the hunter is tasked by
Oh,
her
it looks
friends
so
to
much
set out to Elgato,
cooler.
a research outpost in a distant country.
I loved Kimura, but it was so small.
Elgato is both a bustling port town with lots of trade, as well as a research facility to investigate monsters. So it's got all the conveniences a hunter requires.
Yeah.
You'll even find a familiar tea shop, popular as ever.
Still serving Dongo. I love the little
The command
minecart guy.
post located in town serves as the base of operations. Progress is made every day to solve the mystery of the anomaly plaguing the monsters in the kingdom.
Outdoor gathering hub, though?
This research
Please?
is headed by Admiral Gallius,
The beard on this man. He's so
leader
put together.
of Fearain and the other royal knights. This is Bahari, the quirky scientist.
Counting on you to come through.
He's known to be a genius researcher, but he's also kind of oblivious to the world around him.
I love his ears. Is he a
There's
Wyverian?
also Chiche, Elgato's quest damsel. You'll be getting your quest from her.
She's got a little keychain.
Don't let appearances fool you, though. There's more to Chiche than meets the eye.
Is she gonna be
You'll
like
also
our
meet
new
other characters,
sisters?
like Minale, the blacksmith,
Alright, let's make it happen.
Oh, I love her headband.
Boro, the merchant,
Here's what I have to offer.
and a full cast of interesting individuals who will aid you in
Yeah,
your hunt.
Rodine wears the same clothes as most of these people.
So far, the investigation
Or like the
in
same kind
Elgato
of
has
design.
identified Garengal
So they just had a character
Lunagaron,
from Elgato
and the
in
elder
our game
dragon
from the beginning.
Malzahno as the three biggest threats to the kingdom.
The Three Lords.
These priority targets are referred to as the Three Lords.
So they're kind of doing
Team up
a
with the Knights of the Royal Order to save the kingdom from Malzahno.
similar idea to what they did with Monster Hunter Cross. I mean, whatever they called it in the US, I don't remember. Generations.
Packed with unique monsters and take on new master
Yeah, that's what I was
rank
thinking. The
quests.
Fated 4.
It's a new adventure in an unknown world for your hunter.
Product info.
Next, let's go over some product information for the release of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak on June 30th, 2022.
Please and thank you.
Those who already own either the physical or digital versions of Monster Hunter Rise and only want to purchase the expansion can pick up the digital version of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak as downloadable content.
$40? $30? How much monies?
Also available for purchase is the Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak Deluxe Edition.
That
which
Palamute
features
armor is
the
awesome.
Sunbreak expansion, as well as additional bonus contents such as layered armor sets, gestures, and hairstyles.
Come on, Capcom. Hook your boy
Those
up.
who would like to start playing from the beginning of the base game can pick up the Monster Hunter Rise plus Sunbreak set to experience the full package. This contains the main game of Monster Hunter Rise plus the expansion.
They did
Monster
look like
Hunter Rise
Gormagala
Sunbreak
claws
in
now that you
one
bring it
convenient
up.
set.
I mean, they have to
This
be
is a
announcing
great
at least
option
one
if
more
you want to
monster.
start with Monster Hunter Rise, complete it, and then move seamlessly into the Sunbreak expansion.
They already put the Help Me armor in the game that gets you to Sunbreak easy.
We've got some purchase bonuses as
Shiba!
well, which include layered armor for both your Palico and your Palmute.
That looks way better than the Golden Retriever one did.
Make sure to pre-order the game so you don't miss out.
Well, what does it
You
cost?
will also be releasing 3 new
Ooh.
Amiibo for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Both wearing Malzahno armor? Okay, they just
You
look
can
like
use these
Pokemon.
Amiibo to unlock special layered armor in the
The-
game. And to make use of the
Zamazenta.
daily lottery to gain a variety
This is
of useful
Zamazenta.
items. You won't want to miss out on these. Pre-orders for the digital version of Monster Hunter
That's
Rise
today.
Sunbreak will start according to the following schedule.
That's today.
So, mark your calendars.
That's today.
For more details on
Don't mark
Monster
your
Hunter
calendar,
Rise
it's
Sunbreak,
today.
Be sure to check out the official website.
I guess they're just going to leave the price out of this. I guess that makes sense. The latest info on just Rise? We getting updates?
Moving along, I'd like to share some news about the Monster Hunter Rise base game.
New collaboration DLC? Maybe?
Oh, that's my pup.
As previously announced, players will be able to access
Hello, Narwa.
Sunbreak's new content after completing the 7-star hub quest, Serpent Goddess of Thunder.
They said it
in
was
Monster
$40?
Hunter
Okay.
Rise. To help players meet this requirement, we are currently distributing powerful support items.
Yes, these are in the game already.
All items will be provided free of charge to aid players who are new to the game. These items include the Defender series for all 14 weapon types, the Black Belt Hunter armor, and the Veteran's Talisman. Defender
They don't
weapons
look
have
as nice
high
as the
attack
ones
power,
that they
which
did
can
for
be very
World.
helpful in early quests.
PC players will get the Amiibo armor. I'm pretty sure they got the other
Black
ones,
Belt
didn't they?
Hunter armor boasts high defense and can activate useful skills such as increased attack power or recovery.
So yeah, if you have someone who are trying to get into Monster Hunter and
You'll
they
also be able to
don't
claim
have a lot of
layered
experience
armor
with it,
sets
this is a
from
good
your old
option
pal
for them.
Senri the Mailman.
Because you can essentially
There's
beat the
also
game
the
without
Guild
making
Cross
an armor
set,
set.
which is useful if you want to gather harvesting items and reach high rank quests more quickly.
I'd be surprised if they didn't get Amiibo armor.
On top of this, you can look forward to new event quests and various contents, which will continue to be released until March 25th.
Okay, so just a couple more weeks of
Use
that.
these beginner-friendly weapons and armor to prepare yourself for Sunbreak.
I still have to go
Or
through
for
and get all the
trying out
Capcom
any of
stuff
the
because it
event
came out
quests and
once
collab
I was
quests you
basically
haven't
done.
played yet.
Yeah, thank you. They're telling me to go back
We
and
have
do
some
it.
news about a patch for Monster Hunter Rise as well.
Oh,
On the release of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, Monster Hunter Rise will receive a title update.
13 gigabytes.
This
Yeah.
allows players to access certain
Have some space
content from
open.
Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Even if you haven't purchased the expansion, this update will adjust weapon balance, as well as add
Reverse
item packs and character
balance.
edit vouchers.
That's
when
funny.
the day Sunbreak is released.
Character edit vouchers, that's nice
This
for them
update
to
is
add
also
that.
required for online play.
You could also just make that free to begin with, but we're not going to
We
get into that.
anticipate that this update will need about 13 gigabytes of storage, so please plan accordingly and make sure you have enough free space on your storage device.
Well, this is a Switch game, and they are big on
Next up,
compression.
A reminder for players in Europe, North America, and Australia that a free trial of Monster Hunter Rise for the Nintendo Switch system is currently available exclusively to Nintendo Switch Online members.
Oh,
The
2
game
days to go
trial
on
is
that, so
available
if you
between
haven't
March
tried it,
11th and
definitely get in.
17th, and lets you continue your save data after purchasing the full game. If you haven't already bought Monster Hunter Rise, please check the game trial out while it's still available. More details are available on your local official Nintendo websites and Nintendo eShop. If you're interested in trying out Monster Hunter Rise, I strongly encourage you to take part in the game trial and
Well,
experience
we're
the
coming
game
here
for
to the
yourself.
end, folks. I think they probably got one more trailer to show us. They didn't talk about the new weapon moves or anything.
The
They just
digital
showed it
version
to
of
us.
Monster Hunter Rise will also be on sale for a limited time, so now's your chance to pick
It's
it up.
always on sale, don't lie. Goes on sale like every other week.
That wraps it up for
Hi,
today's
Tsuchimoto-san.
announcements. There's still plenty more to talk about though, so we'll have more information detailing new monsters and gameplay to share with you in the future, so stay tuned.
Probably one more of these per month until launch, I would guess.
To reiterate, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak will release worldwide on June 30, 2022. We plan on releasing several free title updates after its initial release.
Yeah.
We'll keep you updated on this in future announcements.
Nice, Steven.
Thank you for tuning in to today's special Monster Hunter
I know
Rise
there's more,
Sunbreak
just
digital
show
event.
it. Don't tug my heart like this.
I sense something odious.
Hello, Malzahno. They're just gonna tease it with a roar like they usually do? Are we gonna see anything? I guess that's it. Okay. They specifically said tune in all the way to the end, and then they didn't have anything at the end. Okay. So what are my final thoughts on it? It's Monster Hunter Rise, but more, and that's really all I was asking for. No Logia Cruise yet, sadly. I'm going to keep playing with my heart until that happens. Yeah, they didn't tease any monsters. They usually do that. Price tag, $40 for the expansion, $60 for the all-in package. So if you haven't bought Rise yet. Yeah, Ian, that's a good way to put it. Expectations met. I know how they do these things, so that's about what I could have expected. Yeah, we did get Astalos coming back. I love the new hunting area now that we got to see it in more detail. And the new hub looks awesome. It's so much bigger than Kimura, which was way too tiny for me. Prices are out. It's $60 for the 2-in-1 and then $40 for Sunbreak. But I think I might be doing a impressions video on this, so I might talk to you more about it in that. I'm just glad this all worked. I was afraid it wasn't going to. If you know my history with streaming on this internet, did they announce if the bundle was physical? They didn't say explicitly, but I wouldn't be surprised if that information is out now. GVG plays the demo when there's a demo to play. Are you doing GVA later on? Yes, we'll be doing GVA at the normal time today over on our Twitch at officialGVG. We're still playing through Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade, or the Binding Blade. Which one is it? It's the Blazing Blade, or that's the one we're playing. I mean, getting the others that don't play Monster Hunter play the demo with your help. If I can convince them. The only person I could probably get to... The only people are probably Steve and Daniel that would play with me. Don't worry, Dominic. I'm pretty sure that physical is coming. Did Iceborne get its full physical release at launch, or did it come later? Because I can't quite remember. Because I think it may have been later. Regardless, I'll be doing... I think I'll be recording an impressions video about this. And throw that up on the channel a little later today. But for now, we are going to head out. I'm going to go get some work done. But like I said, we'll be back on Twitch for Good Vibes Arcade at 2:45 Central Time. I don't know what that is for most of you. 12:45 Pacific. But until then, y'all, we will see you later. Thanks for hanging out. I would say good night and good vibes, but it's the middle of the morning. So good morning and good vibes. Bye, y'all.